This episode of the Totally Rad Show is brought to you by Carbonite. Coming up, step into the octagon as the guys go for some MMA training.
Totally Rad Show.
Hello everybody, we are here at Legends MMA in Hollywood, California, legendsmma.com. I am a self-professed UFC nut. One of my top shows when we do the TV rounds up that I've been told to stop putting in there is the Ultimate Fighter. We are very fortunate, one of my favorite Ultimate Fighter champions of season 7, Amir Sadollah, is here in LA getting ready for a fight on May 15th in Fairfax, Virginia, which also happens to be my hometown. It's really just the day for Alex. That's what we just decided.
Alex Day.
It's Alex Day.
And I've already stubbed my toe.
This is gonna be good.
There's problems.
So we're here, we're gonna chat with Amir, we're gonna talk to him about all of his training regimens, what he does, and he's gonna put us through a couple little things. I've warned them all. I was like, we're not, Mexican wrestling made Dan barf. Let's do that. Scale back a little bit.
This is awesome though. There's a freaking octagon.
An actual cage, which scared me immensely when I was like,
yeah.
oh, we're gonna do things in the cage, that's not.
Cut to your face being rubbed up and down against the chain link fence.
Like, my dreams are true! It does hurt! Anyway, let's run inside and see what happens. So we are here with Amir Sadollah. You're getting ready for some fights. What the hell is gonna happen?
So we were just hanging out before we started shooting, and Amir's joking around, and we're having a good time, and he's making references to geeky stuff, and then he put the wraps on his hands, and I had this moment of like, oh shit, he punches people in the face for a living.
You wouldn't know it.
You wouldn't know it.
Yeah.
You're just a normal guy, but there's got to be. I'm curious as to what the process is to convert from
Normal
you
guy
to when you walk into that ring and knowing that you need to go someplace.
Yeah.
You know what? I think that's what is the mindset of the guys that fight, is that they don't really differentiate. It's not like a real mental click over. It's just something you enjoy doing like anything else.
Obviously, you guys don't feel fear anymore, but do you get?
Not me.
Is it when you finally get in that ring and you're looking at the guy that you've been training? What goes through your head? What's that experience like?
It's always different and all sorts of emotions. But I think the biggest tool is just to expect the unexpected and expect fear. It's part of it. Fear and nervousness is you need it. You know, it's just like, it's very primal. That's the draw of it to me anyway. It's just this really guttural, just, you know, kind of fight or flight, and there's no flight.
Yeah. The flight was the click of the door. Oh my god, it's so horrible.
Did you grow up always wanting to be a fighter or interested in martial arts, or how did it start?
You know, I always had an appreciation for martial arts, and you know, as cheesy as it sounds, like the Van Damme movies and all this stuff, like big influences to me. But it was just something that never struck me that I could do it until later in life. After high school, I can remember, like, I was never really into sports in high school, and I just remember hearing about a Muay Thai gym in my area after, just from a friend, and I was just kind of, you can do that here? You know, this is in Richmond, Virginia, and I was like, wow. So I went the next day and just kind of...
So now you're getting ready for a fight on May 15th. What is your process day to day? How many days a week do you train? How long do you train every day? Because that's the thing that blew my mind. Like when I watched Ultimate Fighter, I was like, I would not survive 5 minutes doing the stuff that they do all day.
Yeah.
What the hell?
It's its own animal, and as the sport evolves, guys are learning how to train as much as they are how to fight, stylistically. And everyone's different.
Yeah.
Everyone's needs are different, everyone's background is different. But for me, it's typically 5 days a week with a light day, give or take. You have to feel out your body. But and you got to kind of mix in. The challenge is mixing in everything you got to do, because there's no way you can do everything you need to do every day.
Yeah.
There's no way you can do kickboxing and wrestling and jiu-jitsu and strength and conditioning. And there's just no way. So you got to break it up and figure out what works best for you, what you need, and try to find a balance of everything. So.
At what point do you chase the chicken and carry the I know he trains with the science suction cups attached to him.
The science suction cups.
Some guys do that stuff.
Okay, so obviously you started with a bunch of other guys that probably dropped out. And now you're about to show us some stuff. So what do you think our chances of hanging in an MMA training program are? You know, just generally.
90% of you are bitches.
You know what? I knew it. I'm gonna be proved right about this.
Have you seen, curious what your opinion is of Red Belt or Warrior or even Haywire, like the movies that have had MMA in the more MMA movie?
That's interesting.
Have you seen any of those? Or?
You know, I find myself, like, the more I get into fighting, a little bit snobby about watching action sequences,
Right.
fighting sequences. But yeah, I mean, you know, always cool, always good for the sport. Yeah, I like movies like Ong Bak, the kind of more real, gritty fighting. So I enjoy watching that stuff. Those movies are always great to see, kind of more realistic. You know, I think I'm a little biased. I think I'm so close to it that, like, I find myself overanalyzing. Like, no, that guy's elbows were out too far. I think I'm a little too close to it.
Yeah, right. Well, so I think we're down for us to see a little bit, get some hands-on, but I think we're gonna...
I'll start us off in the speed bag or the bag or what is that?
One of those things.
A bag of some sort.
A bag.
Thing.
He's gonna go shopping and then he's gonna do grocery bagging for MMA. So let's get into it, shall we?
Yeah.
Jump right in.
So this is a
speed bag.
I see I'm in good hands.
This is your opponent.
Right.
Bow to your sensei first.
I think Amir
in between you guys.
Word
I was noticing my eyes off the opponent.
All right. That was the trick. Right. Hands up. So left and right. A little bit. Push your shoulders a little bit. Down. Good.
Okay.
Yeah. So kind of now. Go in now.
Punch his back. This guy. Where'd you get this guy?
Stankus. Alright, so kind of stay light and just move around. And, yeah, you're not even have to.
Oh.
Nice. I'll circle to the right a little bit. And then straight. Pull that over.
When I was a kid, I had an Everlast. Everyone had it white canvas with blue, and the canvas was
Oh yeah. And they came with the stupid gloves that looked like oven mitts, and they had like lead in them for some
we all had the lead bar. Yeah. Jab, cross. Okay. Not be on the scene.
You're throwing one punch, don't let the other hand go down.
Right.
I don't think the seam.
Yeah, this guy's.
I don't think this guy's face doesn't have a seam. Could I fight that guy instead of that guy? His face has that seam right where it goes.
As your foot comes up, my torso is kind of turning a little bit. You see this?
Literally, this is one of those things where I was like, honey, where's my Muay Thai bag? I can't find my Muay Thai bag. Is it the blue one? Yes, honey, it's the blue one. It was in the closet. I know it was in the closet. It's not in the closet anymore. Literally, I had that conversation right before I came. And I was like, oh, it's under the bed. It's next to the barbecue equipment. And underneath it. Yeah.
Now you move right, go up.
Oh, all right.
And again.
Got it.
So this is kind of the main bracing, and this is just kind of a little bit of cross.
Got
So as I feel my field, kind of.
Got it.
Good.
Yeah.
Open the door a little bit. The gate, as they say. Oh, I forgot to put my palms and hands out. It's weird to be the back, like the mid guy and the.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's good.
I'm really sold on these drills, yeah.
Yeah. Missed that. Sweep the leg, Johnny. Yeah. Dude, this is awesome. I mean, you ready?
Yeah.
Step up?
Yeah. Let's do the next phase.
That's awesome. Yeah, super fun.
How do you feel? Do you feel
Good. I mean,
how is absorbing the kicks?
Good. He definitely kicks hard.
Who's taking it easy on you?
Yeah, I know. That's what I meant. Because I was like, ooh. Oh, if he kicked as hard as he wanted to and that hit my leg, I would just be like, I'm done. You win.
That's true. That's true.
I hurt my leg.
I kick really hard.
Do you prefer a fight never get to the ground, or are you comfortable on the ground?
My preference is to stand if I have the advantage there, for sure. But you know, every fight is different. Every fighter is different. So you can't go into a fight thinking I'm only going to stand. I'm only going to go look for a takedown. I think you have to kind of create opportunities and then take advantage of what you see. So you want to do a little like kind of. We'll start with maybe like a little bit of wrestling.
Sure.
And then some ground stuff.
Sounds great. And by great, I mean I'm scared.
Oh, the proverbial grade.
Now what we'll do is we'll swing in. I'll bring my hand from here and I'll try to swim it under. Okay. And you'll be doing the same thing at the same time. Yeah. So now, yeah. Now do it a few times. Yeah. Now the idea here is like, no, this is just kind of warm-up drill, but the idea is like this is an advantageous position for me when I have two what is called underhooks.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have the advantage here.
Okay.
I have control of your body. You don't.
I feel loved. I don't know. I don't know how you have the advantage.
You get pretty close with it.
And maybe the first 2 seconds before it's up in the air.
So let's say we're against the cage, and we're kind of in this clinch situation. And again, like there's so much here. Like I can be looking for takedowns. You know, I'm trying to get this stuff. I can be looking to attack your legs.
Right.
I can be throwing knees from here. I can, you know, if you give me the space, I can start throwing punches and things.
Now, when you're in that situation, is it an intellectual thing, like I'm gonna do this, or is it like a feel thing, like I just go for that because that's where I felt the opening happening?
Ideally, it's a feel.
Yeah.
I mean, you end up thinking a lot, but yeah. So in this case, I can use it like this is bad for me, and it's hard for me to escape, like because you're really strong, you're squeezing in on me. This is gonna be hard for me to counter. So I can use this fence. I can kind of put your.
Oh yeah, that hurts.
Yeah, immediately. Even with the gloves on, even with the adrenaline of the fight,
it hurts.
They will let go when you do this. Put their hands against cage and you
just rake it down.
Break it up and down.
Oh man.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that hurts.
So now I've got this is bad for you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
No. See immediately how. Yeah.
You're not supposed to apologize during a fight, right? Sorry, man.
Some guys do that. Yeah. They're a little bit too friendly. I'm all for being sportsman. Like, yeah, some guys are always like, we'll be friends after. I'll just kind of get closer on your legs.
Oh.
Right. How much I can do against that? Connect your hands. Yeah. Kind of scoop my legs up together.
Nice. You just took that out of your mouth.
Which is not hard to do. Amazing. That's right. All right. So drop down a level. Yeah. Good.
Yeah. Awesome.
You don't want me to get too far away because this is where, you know, distance.
Bad things happen.
Yeah, exactly. So you want me either really far away or really close.
Is that a very scary perspective, by the way, Jeff? Because
Yeah,
I
when
always wonder when
he
he's
went like that,
up
I was
and was
like-
punching.
I've seen so many fights where I just see the guy getting rocked like that, and that's usually when the ref goes, ah, you know.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
saw
So
that.
now you know in fights when you see this guy get this posture.
Yeah.
This is where something bad is about to happen. If you kind of get too far forward, buck you forward. If I get control of one of your arms, I can kind of like roll you. And now I'm in your guard. This is.
The crazy thing for me is, I have no idea what's going to happen next, but I have no choice in the matter. Like my body goes, oh, yep, I'm over here.
That's funny. Is
When you first start doing jiu-jitsu and the ground game stuff, yeah, it's
crazy.
It's a bit of a roller coaster. Right? Who's going with it? But you'd be surprised how quick you pick it up. Yeah.
And now my only thing is to try to get an arm underneath here, right? I see the guys try to do that.
Yeah. You defensively, yeah, you have to.
I have to break
control
that.
at least one of my hands.
Because what you're going to do right now is you're going to eliminate the air going to my brain, right?
Right.
And I'm going to pass out.
And you're gonna die.
And I'm going to die. Guys?
Hey, we're enjoying this too.
Alex got to wear pads.
He kicked me.
This is gonna control it, and then. You alright?
No, that's fine. Yeah, no, I'm never going to walk again.
Totally bad. I have to react. Yeah, this is not good. Yeah, turn around. Can I keep those hooks on? Good.
The hooks in. Those are, wait, like that? No, other way, right?
Yep.
There it is.
Good. Now just kind of roll me over.
Roll you over on the side.
Yep.
and then something with my arms. I love it when in my brain I go, I'm just gonna try to prevent him from doing that for a second, and then he goes, I can just easily do this.
Just to see what happens.
It's because you can feel, I can feel like I have torque with my body. I have the I have his full neck. It's
Yeah, you're not using your arm strength, which is not as strong.
Yeah, exactly. No arm strength, and I'm just laying on the ground. There's no exertion of energy.
Well, but that's the whole point of jiu-jitsu, right? It's all about leverage and not strength.
Leverage versus brute strength.
Yeah, yeah.
And using the larger muscle groups of your body, attacking, my neck versus,
Yeah, like
arms
his back,
fighting.
Yeah,
his back
exactly.
muscle is attacking your neck muscle, and that's not good.
Try it again.
He tapped out! Amazing! Amazing!
On the third time you tried to get you to do harder for him to tap, you harder. Okay, that'll be it.
It's awesome.
That's awesome.
Thanks, Amir.
That's really fun.
Yeah, that's really cool. Thank you.
So you have a fight coming up. You don't need to say anything if you can't.
Right.
But as we're watching you, we're all gonna be tuned in.
Right.
Like
May 15th.
Right, May 15th.
May 15th,
So
yeah.
is there anything for us to look for, or do you not want to say? Like you're gonna be trying to create the we're gonna be I'm gonna be like,
Create a game.
Here comes the chaos, man! Stylistically, I like that.
Amir Chaos Sadollah, I like that.
So we know that. Yeah. Okay.
Stylistically, I do kind of like faster pace
Yeah,
fights,
yeah.
kind of creating scrambles. And
Yeah.
To me, that's the chess game. To me, like if I can, because if I give you time to think, then invariably you're in your game.
Right.
But if you don't have time to think, like nobody can train to not think.
Right, yeah.
It's gonna be the most exciting fight I've ever seen.
I know. Me too.
Yeah,
man.
so much insight now, yeah.
We're definitely.
It's gonna
Well, I mean-
we're gonna be cheering you on. I'll be like, just knowing what it feels like to kind of be in the ring with you. It must be.
All I gotta do is train with everybody one night.
There you go. Yeah.
Every audience
Every
member,
person, and then
One ticket at a time.
Exactly.
It's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thanks so much for coming in.
Yeah, this is
And
super cool.
Is there like as performers, we have the whole break a leg thing. It's not good luck to
Are
say
you on
good
Twitter?
luck.
Can they follow you on our website or Twitter?
Yeah, aren't you? You're
Yeah.
at Amir MMA.
Amir,
Okay.
Awesome.
That's
Follow Amir.
awesome.
And can we get a
Punch
Fist
out.
punch. It may be the biggest explosion we've ever done.
our fists may
Explode,
dead after
literally.
this.
Yeah.
you want to wrap up?
Oh, let's do it. I want to wrap up.
And
All right, everybody, be sure to stick around. We're going to be answering one of your Twitter questions right after this. But first, we want to thank our sponsor, Carbonite. You may know it as the backup software to be used. Carbonite protects your files from a computer crash, fire, theft. You can accidentally delete a file.
Some sort of
It
explosion.
protects it by automatically and continuously backing up your files and keeping them securely off-site. You'll never have to remember to back up again. Whether you have 1 or 2 computers at home, several computers at your small business, Carbonite is the better backup plan with over 1 million customers. Carbonite is awesome. Over 1 million customers trust Carbonite to protect their home and
lot.
small businesses.
Trusted.
With plans starting at just $59 a year. $59 a year, not a month, a year. Start your free trial at Carbonite.com with the offer code TRS, and you'll get 2 bonus months if you decide to buy. That's Carbonite.com. Offer code for 2 bonus months is TRS. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you at a later date.
Join us tomorrow for Versus.
Today's Twitter question sent to us with the hashtag TRSQ is from Le Portable Podcast at Portable Podcast.
Audible.
Potable Podcast. Potable Podcast. Thank you,
Means you can
everybody.
drink it.
Thank you, everybody. What's your favorite moving drinking scene?
Hey.
E.g., Raiders of the Lost Ark, Sideways, Princess Bride, Lost in Translation, pound TRSQ.
All genius.
All genius.
I think my favorite on that list is Princess Bride.
Well, I don't know. The
Clearly
Raiders
can't choose the
scene,
one in front of me.
That's a great.
Clearly
That is
can't.
definitely a great scene. The Raiders scene, though, I remember as a kid, like that I thought was what drinking was when I was a kid. I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to drink.
2 ladies?
2 ladies? 2 ladies. The second one was a dude, wasn't it? I hope.
A lady.
Anyway.
I got a couple that are on the list.
Okay.
One that's number 1 is Jaws.
Oh yeah.
The USS Indianapolis story.
time.
Still not as good as Princess Bride, but I beg to differ. but that's, I mean, you can't lose with any of those. Also, isn't it in Explorers where the kids get drunk on space wine?
Something
No,
like that.
before they go into space. I feel like there's a scene where a bunch of kids.
Is it? Well, I was also going to say that
Pinocchio
theoretically,
does
the cantina scene from
Yeah.
episode 4 is a drinking scene.
Yeah.
Getting up to this
They don't
bar
like
to
him
get a
either.
drink. Exactly, that's an intense drinking scene.
Yeah.
You'll be dead. Thank you, Le Potable Podcast.